5 years ago this month, this week, and almost to this day, I released a YouTube video that was really personal to me and really private. It was talking about the fact that I was dealing with mental health issues and depression in specific for the previous 2 years. Actually, for the last 2 years before that video, I was trying to figure out what I was dealing with. And it was only, within the year or less prior to that video that I figured out that I was depressed and I was dealing with mental health issues and mental illness specifically. And that year, which was 2014, I believe, yes, 2014, I released a video talking about how depression hit me and how I figured out what was going on. And I'll link that video somewhere below here if you haven't seen it. But the point of that video was to share what I was going through with the hope that it could help somebody who was kind of in the same situation as me, not knowing what was causing them to feel the way that they were feeling, and hopefully enlighten on what it could be. And the reason I decided to do that was because of Bell's Let's Talk Day. That year, I don't know if it was the first year of the Bell Let's Talk campaign, but it was the first I had really heard of it. And I thought it was a great initiative because when I was trying to figure out what I was going through, I didn't actually see anything like that, encouraging people to talk about their mental health struggles and their mental illnesses. And that made me feel a lot more isolated. I couldn't figure out what was going on without a lot of research, a lot of doctor's visits. And seeing somebody make a video talking about their struggles mentally day to day might have helped me realize what I was going through quicker, and could have helped me feel less alone. So that's why I decided to make the video. And it turned out well in that it really made me feel like I was part of a community of a lot of people who are going through the same thing. And by making the video, sharing it, and then receiving the feedback from people who didn't know that I was going through what I was going through, and offering a hand of support or a pat on the back, or from people who were going through similar things and could empathize and sympathize, I really felt like I had gotten past something when it came to my struggles with mental health. So that video was a success to me. But in the 5 years since then, I haven't been shy about my mental health struggles and the depression that I've continued to deal with since then. But I haven't really been as open as I would have liked to be, in that I haven't shared publicly my experiences, and more than my experiences, my learning, the things that I have been able to learn over the last 5 years, I've kind of kept to myself. One, because it's not easy to talk about. Two, because I haven't really believe that I've got a handle on what I'm dealing with. I certainly can deal with it a lot better, but I'm no expert, that's for sure. At least that's in my mind, for sure. And so I haven't really talked about it unless somebody has asked me. On Bell's Let's Talk Day every year, I do share, and I try and join the conversation. And I have made a video from time to time on our YouTube channel with my wife, talking about certain aspects of mental illness. But I think that I could have done a lot more in the previous 5 years to continue the idea of that first video, and that was to share my experience, hoping that it could help somebody else. So with this video here, I want to share what I've been going through over the last 5 years and what I've been able to take away from my journey with a mental illness and depression in specific. So that's starting with this video. I will have a series of videos to follow talking about specific topics about my mental health and mental illness. So I hope you are able to take something from it, and if you are, and if you think it might be able to help somebody else, please feel free to share.